Well, hi there, folks. Excuse me for my skin. I was recently using this and filming a movie. I will have it for now. We're talking about how to find slime chunks. Well, I'll at least show you how I find them myself. So what we need to do is, in this survival world, we need to start digging straight down somewhere. And I'll show you kind of the... We can either do the way of the stairs, you know. You just got to get down towards bedrock is all. So... I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm just trying to get down. Of course, this is actually really stupid because I don't have any wood for ladders. I'll fix that in a bit. I'll probably just find a cheap, easy way up. Okay. Now I'm gonna fast forward a bit so you don't until I get to bedrock. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I'm down here. I'm at level 8. Hit F3, you can see I'm at level 8. I think that's the best place. Me personally, I like that area. Just come down to level 8 and start digging out like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to dig out in both directions this way. And this can be a little bit time consuming, but it's a good way to find slime chunks, because the thing about slimes is they have to have a big space in order to spawn. So you want to give them a big space. So, you know, suppose you're coming down to gun mining anyways, you need resources for cobblestone. That's the best time to go looking for slime chunks, is when you actually need these resources and you plan to get a bunch, like for a big castle or something. You know, why not spend that time looking for slime chunks as well? Okay, see? And we're just gonna hollow this thing. Oh boy, I don't want to die here. I'm just gonna hollow this thing out here, and keep going and going and going, and make it really big. And I'll show you how big generally before we know for sure that it'll finally have entered slime chunks. Oh, and as far as how high this needs to be, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not 5. Okay. Yeah, you want to make it 5. This always works for me whenever I go up to 5. And the nice thing about slimes versus regular mobs is they can spawn in any light level. So suppose after we finish, you know, making this big place, and if we left it dark, we could have a really cool mob fighting area, which would be very dangerous, but be fun too. And we could fight slimes as well. But if you don't want to do that, you just want slimes, then go ahead and light it up. Then you'll only get slimes. But the thing about slime chunks versus like what they used to be, I mean, it seems like back when I was playing like 1.710, 0.7.10, whatever, it seemed like they spawned a lot more often. And the newer version of Minecraft, 1.14 and up, and this is 1.15.2 by the way, they just don't spawn as often. I don't know why. Honestly, the best place to find slimes is just go find swamps at night. But if you do get a good amount of slime chunks, you know, it can just be an easy place close to your base. Okay, well, I'm going to fast forward here now until this thing, is all done. That way you can just see real quick what it looks like. Alright, here we are. So you can see I've expanded out in both directions, but quite a bit. I've been digging, been filling up chests of stuff. I've already lost some pickaxes. And I'm out of a lot of torches now. But yeah, this will okay. Well, this definitely will cover a slime chunk or two when you get this far out. And here's some... light this up. Other creatures gonna start spawning too. Let's see. Yeah, so there's some slimes I've already spawned are coming for me. You can see that I've had to patch up in a few places. Some places I just left alone. This right here is actually a bunch of lava. I filled it up with dirt. That's lava there too, and lava over there. Yeah. And actually during this time I actually went up and enchanted an item. 'cause I got a lot of experience from mining. Enchanted quite a few items, actually. That's why I'm all the way down. Let's see. But yeah, so I don't actually know where the slime chunks are. I'm going to guess it's right here because that's where I saw them spawn. But that is how you find a slime chunk. And the truth is, it's not always going to be easy or right away. I find the best thing is just come back and forth with for one reason or another. Maybe over there I'll have like an underground base. And I'll just take a peek at it every now and then. If I see a slime, go kill it, you know. And I'll even continue to expand on this, so I have more cobblestone to build a castle with or something. And the bigger this is, the more chunks you'll cover, and the more likely you'll find slimes. And probably the last bit of advice is, you don't want to be too close to an area where you think the chunk might be, or else they won't spawn at all, because they don't spawn within a certain radius of players. So it's kind of good to be, like, I think that's a chunk right there. So I'm not going to be too close to that area. I'm going to make sure I'm like over here somewhere, waiting for those to spawn. Anyways, that is how you find a slime chunk. I hope that was useful. If this was confusing to you, you can ask me to clarify in the comments below. To kind of just recap how to find slime chunks, you just got to dig out in both directions a long ways, building a huge chasm like this, and eventually you come across them. Oh, well, I guess there is one other way to find slime chunks, and that is cheating. You can go online and take your seed from your world and type in to some website. You can just find slime chunk generators or something, and they'll find coordinates for slime chunks, and you can find them that way too. But this is the way, I showed you the way to do it without cheating in survival. Okay, well, that's it, guys. So, bye.